Alrighty, everybody. What is going on? Welcome back to the Journeyman Sports Podcast. Excited for today's video. Got something new for you guys. Not really new, but just a video I wanted to talk about. With the NBA, the trade deadline just passed. Pretty crazy one. All-Star weekend, everything like that happened. And biggest thing I really want to talk about today is the Western Conference. We know there have been a lot of moves made by teams that are in the playoff push. We know Phoenix obviously added Kevin Durant, Clippers adding Russell Westbrook, Eric Gordon, Mavericks adding Kyrie Irving. There's a lot of stuff that happened. We know the Lakers got some better talent as well. The thing I really wanted to talk about in today's video is who is the true top dog out West? Who is the best in the West to say? And obviously, Denver is at number 1. They are 6 games ahead of Memphis in second, 7.5 ahead of Sacramento, 9.5 ahead of Phoenix, 10 ahead of the Clippers, and 10.5 ahead of the Mavericks. And that's just 1 through 6 in the West. But there's a lot of moves that have been made, and this is kind of like a Western Conference prediction as of right now in the season, but I really wanted to highlight kind of talking about the Clippers today. They add Westbrook. They add Eric Gordon. They're adding a lot of pieces, and they're starting to get healthy, get their main players back. And I think that's something that's a big key for this team. I'm very interested to see how this Westbrook thing works. We know they have Kawhi. We know they have Paul George. They add Westbrook now. It's just, I don't know quite how to feel about this. The biggest thing that really kind of is a potential struggle point to me is how much are your best players going to play? We know Kawhi Leonard is often in and out. We know Paul George can be too. But they have a little bit of a big three, and I think the most underrated addition that they got was Bones Highland, who is only averaging 7.5 points. He is shooting 50% from 3 and getting 3.5 rebounds and 2 assists. I think Bones Highland is a player who he obviously was in Denver. We know he gets traded to the Clippers, and I think this is a very good spot for him to land. He's going to be able to learn from veteran guards like Russell Westbrook, like Paul George, like Reggie Jackson. He's got a lot of people to learn from. I think this Clippers team right now is the team overall in the NBA, but especially in the Western Conference, that is going the most under the radar. They're 10 games back of taking first place from Denver. I don't know if anyone's really going to challenge for the 1 seed necessarily, just with how it is now. There only being about 20 or so games left. It would take something pretty serious for really anyone, even Memphis, to grab the 1 seed. But I think the Clippers are definitely the most dangerous team in my eyes in the Western Conference, not named the Denver Nuggets. I think the Nuggets will kind of do what they've sadly done majority of their lifespan with Nikola Jokic and just kind of fall short once we get to the playoffs. And, I don't know why that is. I think Nikola Jokic, I think the Nuggets are a great team, well-run organization. We know that they have great success, especially in the regular season. But that postseason success is something that they have really not yet tasted. I hope that they can, but the Western Conference is loaded. And just said about the Clippers, it's as much true about the Suns. Booker, Durant, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton made a video about that already, which I will try and hopefully put the card up in the corner to see. I don't know which one it'll be in, but it'll be in one of the corners, hopefully. Click on that if you haven't watched it. It's a good video. The Suns are very dangerous too, and as a Suns fan, which I have been for a while, no one come at me in the comments. I've been since Booker. You could ask Cade, who's the other half of the show. Cade knows. Cade knows I've been through it with the Suns, good and bad. But the Suns are really dangerous too. Obviously, health is the big question for the Suns and the Clippers. The Clippers are much they have a lot better depth than the Suns. The Suns' top end talent is better, but the Clippers have better depth than the Suns do. I think that's going to be the interesting thing to watch. If the Suns' big four can stay healthy, it's going to be pretty tough to stop them, especially come playoffs. I don't know how exactly really stop that lineup. Durant should be making his Suns appearance next week or so. Been hearing March 1st is really the big target date there. But I'm really excited to see what he can bring to the Suns. I think he's the most unselfish superstar that really kind of we've ever had. I think he's the best number two of all time. Him or Scottie Pippen, you can take your pick. Um, but I'm excited for the Western Conference, especially come playoffs. Even in the play-in, you got teams like the Pelicans, the Warriors. Still got the Lakers gunning for it. You got Minnesota as well that could be dangerous. There's just so much talent across the Western Conference, and I'm very excited to see what happens with this. And if I had to pick it now to come out of the West, I would personally pick either the Clippers or the Suns. I think Sacramento is really good. I just think they're still a little bit young and inexperienced for my liking, which so far in the regular season has shown no flaws for them. But I'm assuming in the playoffs it'll get a little bit tougher for them. Memphis, I mean, they got off to a great start. I like the Grizzlies. Ja Morant is probably one of the most fun players to watch in the NBA. But to me, I'm gonna pick the Suns to make it out of the West. I think when healthy, they are the best team in the Western Conference. And it all starts, like I said, with Durant, Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. Chris Paul especially running the show. He'll be fine, not taking a shot the entire game. He's just got to get it to the playmakers, to the offensive superstars that are on this team. Monty Williams is one of the best coaches in the NBA. I think his coaching ability will be able to make up for some of the talent that lacks off the bench for Phoenix, but I'm really excited. I hope there's a lot of good basketball. I hope all these teams stay healthy, get healthy. And as a basketball fan, I think a Suns Clippers Western Conference Finals would be an awesome sight to see. So yeah, let me know in the comments who your guys' picks are to make it out of the Western Conference. Who's your guys' favorite team? Let us know down below. Yet again, I'm Garrett, just one half of the show. Sadly, Cade couldn't be here today. He's out running some errands, doing his adult thing. So hope you guys enjoy this. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, keep sharing us with whoever you know, and help us keep growing the channel. So thank you guys so much. This has been the Journeyman Sports Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time.